Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope in the month of July, and this is for July the 1st until July the 8th, and this is for you coming from Virgo. So let's start with July the 1st. It doesn't start exactly the best for you. It's a Saturday, and so it'll make you feel arrogant, teamwork poor, difficulty in negotiating things, and it'll make you a person very arrogant. So don't allow these things to happen by being kind, by being appreciative, by being supportive to what others want to do. That way you can improve on this Saturday, the 1st of July, your morning, afternoon and early evening periods. Your evening and nightfall period, their aggressive planets move in. They are not against you, but they make your behavior over-determined, too pushy, words which are a bit commanding, actions which are a bit body language-wise a bit arrogant. So if you allow all these things to happen, the whole of July the 1st is not going to be the best. And if you listen to my advice and do the opposite, you will be able to make a profitable, a happy and a content morning, afternoon, evening and nightfall period of July the 1st. July the 2nd, for you coming from Virgo, there is a lot of water in the horoscope. That means that you need to focus on what's very important. It's a Sunday. So you're going to be in a Sunday mood, going out with your marriage family, romance partner, or you may want to go out with your colleagues, you may want to go out with your bosses, or with the people you do business with. Everything is possible. And so just be careful that change of plans can upset you, or that emotional things said or done can be upsetting a bit. It's not a bad day, but it tends to make you lose focus on what you really want to be accomplishing. So focus on what you really want and go that way, and you will be able to make your afternoon, evening periods your morning and afternoon periods very good. Emotional planets are there, so emotional contact is good. During the evening and nightfall session, these arrogant planets return, and so they make you aloof, make you not very hospitable, make you a person who can become a perfectionist and arrogant. So don't allow these things to happen. And that way you can make your evening nightfall session no harm going socializing, but remain humble, let others take the lead and make the decisions, and you'll be happy as a lark, I can tell you. Okay? July the 3rd, and that was for the evening and nightfall session. July the 3rd, for you coming from Virgo, there are very good business planets there. These planets talk of expansion in your area of career, in your area of job, in your area of business. And so they bring good news of an enlargement in these areas. You will be with a mind of expansion. So focus on what you really want in these areas. In your marriage and romance area, you can do well enough, but don't be dominating, that's all. Evening and nightfall sessions are the water planets return. And so they make you unsure where to go, or change plans, or be moody. Well, it's better if you let somebody else do the planning, somebody else taking charge and making decisions. That way you will be happy and the others will be happy. Otherwise, all the changes you want to make will be upsetting everybody on this July the 3rd, Monday, evening and nightfall period. July the 4th starts very well. These are very short-term planets and they move very quickly. So when you get good news, you've got to act on it. You've got to be alert. Okay? These good planets, two of them are there. They make your communication level good. They make you lucky in terms of what you want. So it may be a good time, morning, afternoon and early evening, to make a romance contact. And it may be a good time to go socializing even for lunch periods with colleagues or business people or marriage partner or romance partner if you already have one. The evening and nightfall period is also good, but there's more a cluster of business planets. So mix business with pleasure, and you will do well and make good business contacts and get good contracts as well, because you will be very lucky. And in areas of career, go out with your colleagues and your bosses. And in areas of marriage or romance and family, be out as well. The only little downside is don't dominate, just only that. And you will make the evening and the whole day very good. July the 5th is going to be an excellent day for you, morning, noon and night. Now, a lot of business planets are there throughout the day. So in your area of career, job, business, focus on what you really want, and this is a good Wednesday for you. Focus on what you want and you will get there very quickly. Your communication levels, your marketing sense, what you say, what you do is going to be very well received throughout the morning, noon, evening and night. When you want to socialize, and if you can mix business and pleasure or go out with your colleagues and your bosses, even better. But if you just want to be with your marriage family people or with your romance partner, or if you go hunting for romance, this is a perfect day to go hunting for romance. Dress well, make your date early, and by the evening time you're doing so well, look good, and you make great impressions. Such are the wonderful 3 planets, morning, noon and night for you on July the 5th. July the 6th for you coming from Virgo is a very bad start. Disappointments in place of work, disappointments in business, disappointments before you leave home, a danger of accidents, all this are waiting to happen. So you need to be alert. You need to focus on your duties. You cannot afford to be dreamlike or not follow deadlines. Blame will come very fast. Okay? And in areas of socializing, if you are going to meet people for lunch, be careful what you say or do. Things can go very wrong. The evening and nightfall session turns very good. Now these good planets are also there in the morning afternoon session, but they move around. They are not allowed to stabilize. So they bring good news here and there, and then that good news disappears and you're left wondering. But in the evening and nightfall session, these good planets, 2 of them become very stable. And they bring rewards for you in career and in business. They bring rewards if you're looking for romance. They bring rewards when you want to bond with your marriage and family people. So you have to be together with the people you want to be together with. That's very important. And that way you're going to establish something very nice in the evening and nightfall session for you coming from Virgo. July the 7th starts very bad for you. And again, accidents, difficulties in correspondence, in communication, difficulty in getting things done, no support from colleagues, difficulties with bosses. In areas of business, you will get people who are unsure of what they want to do and you are left dangling. It's that kind of a frustrating morning, afternoon, and also a bit of the early evening period. And be careful, keep your secrets to yourself and don't do anything of a secretive kind, and don't be with people who tend to want to plan secretly, and stay away from people who are addicted to something not good. Okay, so many bits of warning, morning, afternoon and early evening period. And the evening period also is not very good. So it's a whole day of burden, whole day of unhappiness, whole day of getting bad news. And so your evening nightfall session, I'd rather you don't socialize if you don't have to. Go back to the safety of your home. Drive carefully, accidents are possible throughout the whole day. And be careful that if you have hidden enemies jealous of you, they can get the better of you throughout the whole day. And so throughout the whole day, mind your own business, stick to what your responsibilities are in places of business or career. And that way, when you focus on the important things and not worry about the unnecessary events, you will come out of it much, much better. So a difficult day waiting for you, July the 7th. Okay. July the 8th improves a lot in the morning and afternoon session. What a difference a day can make. And the morning and afternoon and a bit of the early evening period, long-term planets come in. So the problems of the earlier part of the day are being resolved slowly. So be patient. Tell yourself that whatever you can improve is going to be improved, but slowly, because these are long-term planets and they move about correcting situation in a long-term way. They don't bring instant solutions, but they will bring solutions, don't worry, in all areas of your life, morning, afternoon period. Evening and nightfall periods I don't like. That's where driving can be a danger, so drive carefully. Where you can be in the company of people who drink too much or who have other bad habits, so you get involved. Where you can be in the company of people who are actually your enemies. Where thieves can also attack you and steal things from you. So any area of your life is open for despair and for disappointment of some kind or another. You have to be choosy of the people you are with throughout the whole day, throughout who you are negotiating with. You can be cheated or let down. There are false people like that during this evening and nightfall period especially. Okay, so if you don't have to socialize, just go back home to the safety of the people you know. And even if you're at home, be careful. You can be blamed about some secret thing you did, or you might find something secret about your partner, marriage partner, romance partner. It can work two ways. So I may be over dramatizing this evening and nightfall period, but it's bad. So be very cautious. And so I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. I will be using your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms, looking at your face. I do face reading as well. And I may use Kabbalistic tarot cards if you want me to in the 90-minute session. And I will be very in detail about your next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life. So go to Facebook, follow me, and later on ask me to add you on, and communicate with me. We can make a date to Skype through Facebook, or go to Skype itself and leave me a message and I'll come back to you. Okay? Well, that's your week. It's going to be a good week if you listen to me carefully. Thank you and goodbye.